This is the Shenyang, a Tier 3 Pan-Asian destroyer. The unique thing about the Pan-Asian line of destroyers is their deep water torpedoes. They won't really hit destroyers at all, and some cruisers are going to be kind of tough to hit, but they will definitely hit the other ships, and when they do, they have the potential to cause much more damage. So that's kind of exciting. Let's get into the setup of the ship and the commander, who is Den Rusheng. I don't have any of the dedicated destroyer commanders yet, but I do have Ding Rusheng, and I have him set up. He's only ranked up to rank 7. It's the minimal setup I could do to get at least 1 inspiration. I'm going to dedicate my commander resources to the Pan-Asian destroyer commander that will have the greatest impact on torpedoes. But for now, Ding Rusheng, his base trait is Gunslinger, reduces the reload time of your main battery. The only inspiration I have is Eric Bay, increases the concealment of your destroyer. As for the skills, these are all kind of standard for a torpedo setup. And Contact is Eminent is the first skill, increases the travel range of the torpedoes. Second skill is Look at Me Now, increases the ship concealment rating. Third skill is Back in Stock, reduces the torpedo launcher reload time. Smoke on the Water is the fourth skill, increases the smoke screen deployment time as well as its dispersion time. And I don't have any legendary skill set because I haven't ranked them up. I'm saving my resources for the Pan-Asian Torpedo Destroyer Commander. As far as the upgrades for the ship, I have Aiming Systems Mod 1. Dispersion of the main battery is -7%. Torpedo launcher traverse speed is increased by 20%, and the secondary battery firing range and the dispersion of the secondary battery is 5% respectively. And then I have the rest of the default upgrades here. This is the Torpedo Mark 11. Maximum damage is 12,000. Speed is 62 knots. Torpedo detection range by sea is 1 kilometer. That seems pretty good to me. Second option here, upgrade option, is a Shenyang Hull B. Hit points is 10,600. Rudder shift time is 2.8 seconds, which is really good. And the last upgrade is Targeting System 3 Mod 2. Firing range increase 10%. Main battery firing range goes up to 9.2 kilometers. Alright, so let's take a look at the loadout. And here you have your normal high explosive shells, armor piercing shells, which we'll get into in a bit, as well as the deep water torpedoes. And here for the consumables, you have the normal damage control party consumable. And then we have 4 smoke generator consumables, and this is a lot. I was kind of surprised to see this high number. Consumable duration is 30 seconds. Dispersion time is 71 seconds. Reload time is 120 seconds. So I do like the fact that there's 4 of these consumables. This will definitely come in handy. Engine boost. Maximum speed is increased by 8%. Duration is 120 seconds. Reload time is 180 seconds, and there are 2 consumables. I don't have any boosters set up. I definitely have not selected a camo yet. As for the stats, survivability is 10,600. Armor is 6 to 14 millimeter. Artillery, you have 4 guns. Their range is 9.2 kilometers. They reload in 6.4 seconds. And the shells are right around 2,000, whether it's HE or AP, with a 4% chance of setting fire for the HE. The torpedoes, you have 2 launchers of 3 torpedoes each. Reload time is 63.7 seconds. Maximum damage is 12,000. The range is 7.3 kilometers, which is okay. Speed of 62 knots is not the best, but that's okay. Here are your AA defensive numbers. Maneuverability, 39 knots is awesome. Turning circle radius of 550 meters I think is pretty good. Rudder shift time, 2.8 seconds is pretty good. No complaints there. Concealment is 5.3 kilometers by sea, 2.7 kilometers by air. Let's take a look at the armor. And you don't want to get hit. That's the bottom line there. Let's look at the overview. Big yield, above average torpedo damage. Well, 12,000 might be pretty good for Tier 3. Nimble aim, above average main battery traverse speed, gives an edge in close quarters combat. Well, that's something to keep in mind, even though I've kind of set the boat up for torpedoes at this point, but that's definitely good to know. Deep water. Deep water torpedoes are harder to spot, but cannot hit destroyers. Definitely want to keep that in mind, and as you go out in a battle, you'll see that as you're targeting a destroyer, the targeting indicator will turn yellow instead of white, and yellow means that you're not going to get a hit. The Shenyang is a former Japanese destroyer of the Minakaze class that has some distinctions from the lead ship in the series. She was transferred to the Republic of China Navy in 1947, with all Japanese armament being demounted. Entered service in 1922, and there were 15 ships in the series. Alright, well that's it for the setup of the ship and the commander. Let's go out in a standard battle and check out some highlights. Alright, well this is the first battle with the Shenyang. I'm in New Dawn. And there's, yeah, everybody's got the Shenyang, why not? And the Janwei, 5 destroyers per side is not that great. It is what it is. I haven't really been all that great at gunboats, so I'm not really that thrilled about going head to head against other destroyers, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Looks like a good target. Oh yeah, right off the bat. This is awesome. Very nice. Hit the smoke.
Smoke generator started. Critical engine damage.
It's an Omaha behind that mountain. Behind that island. Damn. Alright, 2 torpedo hits. Very nice. Torpedoes seem to be reloading pretty quick.
Torpedoes, direct fire team is taking the lead. Smoke screen set. Concentrate fire on the designated target. Our victory is in sight.
Alright, well, see if we get any hits on those torpedoes. You can see the icons are a little different on the deep water torpedoes. Oh, they're rounded. Okay. There was a Sirocco back there. Okay, so the indicator is yellow because I'm not going to be able to hit a destroyer because it's a deep water torpedo. Okay, very nice. Let me hit the engine boost to get out of here.
Engine boost activated.
Alright, so I'm going to come around here and take a look at the New York.
Torpedoes, direct front. Torpedoes, dead ahead. Generator started.
Hitting the smoke. Maybe I can get the Sirocco too. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, maybe we got a shot at the New York. Looks pretty good. Looks like he's turning. Back up and get some HE going on him. 25 seconds before I could take another shot. "13 seconds, so my smoke will be just about gone when I can fire this torpedo." And he's starting to turn away, so... Alright, hopefully that'll get him. But it looks like more deep water torpedoes going at him. He's gone, it looks like. Alright, let's see if those get him. Bad shot. Alright, very nice. Just have to go after a destroyer and an aircraft carrier. I'm close to the aircraft carrier, it looks like. Closer to the aircraft carrier, so I'm going to go and try to get that guy. And this is a pretty good first match with this ship. I really like these deep water torpedoes. It's kind of dicey to get the destroyers anyway with the torpedoes, so I've done it a bunch of times like everybody else. All in all, at the moment I think this is a pretty good go with the Shenyang.
In 5 minutes.
Alright, I think someone was taking some pot shots at me. Kind of a love tap from a teammate. Alright, well there you go. A battle in the Shenyang on the very first time I took it out. 105,000 credits, 37,000 damage, 29 main gun hits, 3 torpedo hits, 2 destroyed ships, a fire, 3 floodings, first blood. Let's see how we did. Finished 4th. Made 95,000 on that little adventure. So, well, that's it for the Shenyang. I wasn't really sure what to think about these ships, but I gotta say it was pretty fun. I did like the deep water torpedoes. Especially noted that when I targeted the destroyer, the aiming reticle was yellow, so it wasn't going to hit, and that's something to keep in mind in the future. This is the Jaguar, and I'll see you on the high seas. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you like it.